Good evening, everybody. Welcome to this Weatherfans Live Special. Going to be on for about 15-20 minutes or so, discussing Storm at Goretti, which is going to affect the UK Thursday into Friday. We'll just give you a quick update of what's going on. So, yeah, let's go straight to it. I'm not going to mess around this evening. So, Storm Goretti was named by the Meteo, the French Met Service. So if I just go on to the naming charts, so it's not been named by the UK Met, it was actually named by the French Met on this southwestern group. So that's why I've not got Storm Chandra. So Goretti has been named, which I think most impacts will be of the wind that they're expecting there. Let's bring on back to the wind. So it's not just the wind that's going to be the issue for the UK. It's just for the southwestern tip, but the main thing is the transition from rain, sleet to snow, which is likely to happen. First, let's have a quick look at the wind gusts. So going into Thursday here. So bring that through into lunchtime on Thursday. We can obviously see the winds picking up from the southwest, reaching around about 40 to 50 miles an hour. This is when we go through the afternoon during Thursday. Winds gusting up to about 50, 60 miles per hour. But along some French coasts there, look at see up to about 80 miles an hour. Hence why this has been named by the Meteo Seal. The Meteo Seal, the French Met anyway. So we see going through the night into Friday, the winds there are expecting to perhaps peak to around about 80 to 90 miles per hour on some exposed coasts. It's going to be quite windy across the UK. We've got the centre of the low going through like the M4 corridor. So in England, gusts up to about 40 miles an hour is possible. If we go straight over to the facts charts, so what's causing this is this area of low pressure down towards the Bay of Biscay, which is getting picked up by the jet stream. So you can see midday on Thursday, Goretti, down towards the southwest of the UK. This storm is actually developing as it approaches the UK and France. We've moved that forward through into midnight into Friday. We see the tightly packed isobars across the UK going virtually along the M4 corridor into the English Channel and towards nearby Europe. So we've got central pressure of 971, that down towards Kent, maybe around that area. So as well as this wind, another impact we have got, and we just bring that up on the screen next, is the risk of snow for the UK. So go look at the low resolution here. Just bring that back and bring it onto the screen share. I'm just going to put my head back into the studio a second just to check out things. Just a quick hello to Haunted Railway. Hey guys, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you as well, friend. Yep, going back to the GFS model here. So let's take it through into Thursday here. So through the morning, we see the first signs of the system moving into the UK. We'll start to see signs of this rain turning to snow across parts of Wales. And it's through the afternoon into the evening where the risk of this rain, as this rain bumps into the cold air, it could actually transition into sleet, then more snow. The snow risk would say probably from parts of the Midlands northwards. It feels like this is showing up through the Pennines into northern England, through much of Wales, but it's along like more southern counties where this will not turn to snow, remain as rain, as this mild air from this storm stays along the south coast. I'll show you the temperatures in just a moment. We're seeing quite a lot of heavy snow expected with this lunchtime run of the GFS here on Tuesday evening. Could think what day it is, actually. The days are going that quickly. So, yeah, that's showing quite a lot of snow, actually. Forecast there during Friday midnight. Then as we head through into Friday morning, still showing quite a lot of snow falling across the UK before eventually moving off into the North Sea during the later parts of Friday. This is other things as they were doing it here on the East Coast. These more likely to be like a more showery compared to like a good dousing of snow. I'll just click that back there and have a look at the predicted snow depth with this, and also the 0 degree isotherm, the height of where you need to be to reach 0 degrees. So as of Thursday morning, at the moment at 6 o'clock, we're looking around about 900 meters below from southwest England northeastwards. Some parts of the Yorkshire there around about 300 meters, but we'll estimate forward to 3 o'clock. No, let's actually bring it back on to lunchtime on Thursday. We've got this steep gradient actually of where we've got this mild air coming in. So anything towards the southwest there at this time, I don't believe there's any ground high enough above that where you could get snow. Across much of the UK, we're looking around about 600 meters. So 300 to 600 meters. But what we'll find with this heavy precipitation, it it'll bring that freezing level down to a lower surface. So already we're seeing accumulation of snow affecting parts of Wales here. But as we go into the evening, as nighttime falls, obviously things get colder when it gets nighttime, obviously. And already shown here that anything below 200 meters could fall of snow already. So anything perhaps 200 meters or below. And we start to see a covering continues across parts of Wales here, through into the Midlands, parts like high ground through the Pennines up into northern England. But as we go through the night in Thursday into Friday, this model's shown quite a wide risk of parts of Wales through into the Midlands and through into Lincolnshire could see as much of 10 to 20 centimetres of snow perhaps falling during this period. We're still showing a bit of signs here as this system clears towards the southeast. While behind this, where the cold air starts cutting it behind, we could start seeing perhaps a bit of a covering there for parts of Dorset through into the southwest Midlands as well. And even through perhaps the high ground of Devon and Cornwall as well. And continue with this as that system continues to progress into the North Sea, that low pressure is near constant. So this at the moment with this latest run is showing, as I mentioned, 10 to perhaps 20 centimetres of snow falling quite widely across the Midlands. Even behind as this low pressure system is near constant, could get some into perhaps the home counties. They're probably could be maybe up to 5 to 10 centimetres possible. But at the moment, as it stands from this lunchtime run, we are talking, I've always said 10 to 20 centimetres of snow is possible. But as temperatures stay just about above freezing, some of this will start to melt away into Friday, into Saturday. But we are expecting much milder air to start to move in during the weekend. We'll start to see that snow. Actually, that's changed since I want to check that from this morning. Such as showing perhaps more snow, perhaps moving in, transitioning before mild air does actually start to run out the early part of next week. So that's been pushed back. Looking at this yesterday, looks like the mild air will start to move in during the weekend, but looks like it's going to take the third attempt from the Atlantic, trying to push this cold air away. The first attempt is coming through right now as I speak here on Tuesday afternoon, evening time, where we've got rain moving across the country associated with just a bit of mild air tucked in, hence why this rainfall that's coming through right now is only as of rain and perhaps some hill snow as well. What do we look at next? So let's have a look at the upper air temperatures to see what I'm actually talking about. So here's a slow pressure that's coming through the country as I speak. It's got less colder air coming through, hence why we're not seeing as much snow compared to what we've seen recently. So as this system clears through overnight, the cold air starts to come in behind. So there are weather warnings out for ice for Wednesday morning. And a bit of a brief respite before we start seeing this area of low pressure starts to develop towards the southwest. And as I mentioned, along the south coast there's milder air, so anything along like the south coast, M4 corridor southwards, we're expecting more likely to see this is falling as rain. North of this, we expect to see more snow. So as that goes into near continent, the cold air again tucks in behind. That's where you can see that just perhaps the back end of that weather system, more snow could actually fall, as I mentioned, the home counties earlier on. So then that goes into the near continent, sits around, and it actually delays. Actually, it seems like it's just starts to not to progress further into Europe than maybe what was shown in previous runs. We've got this ridge of high pressure for Saturday. Then we'll start to see the next attempt of the Atlantic moving in. And this is actually, on this model run, I've noticed that the cold air is trying to come in back in from the east, but eventually the mild air from the Atlantic will win out the early part of next week. And the upper temperatures are back to more of a mild scenario. I won't go any further than that because we are only just talking about this storm coming through on Thursday. I'm just going to put my head back into the studio just to see what everyone's doing. Good evening to our mod Paul James. Hope you are well. Good evening to Audio Coffee. Just got the notification. Also, the rain has washed all the snow we had. But we could get all back again, Audio. Have you caught the beginning there? There's that potential that storm Goretti. Oh, I've already pronounced it correctly once and I can't do it again. What I'm going to do next is we're going to go into the weather warnings. So let's go straight into the weather warnings for Thursday, which is from the Met Office. So let's have a look at the wind at the moment. This could get upgraded or downgraded in the next 24 hours. So this yellow warning for the wind. So a deep area of low pressure will move across south of the UK during Thursday into Friday, bringing the mixture of rain, snow and strong winds. Strong northwesterly winds are expected to develop on Thursday afternoon across parts of southwest England before easing overnight. Gusts of 50 to 60 miles per hour likely, but we could reach 70 miles per hour around some exposed headlands and coasts. The system has been named by Meteo France as the strongest winds associated with Storm Goretti and most likely to be northern France, which I've already mentioned a short time ago. Oops. Let's try that again. Let's get the warnings back up there. Then the next warning is the area for snow, which covers much of the Midlands, parts of northern England, through much of Wales. So let's have a look at the write-up for this. So a deep area of low pressure will move across the south of the UK during Thursday into Friday, bringing a mixture of rain, snow and strong winds. A spell of heavy snow is likely to develop over higher ground in South Wales later on Thursday, before rain turns to snow more widely across parts of England and Wales during Thursday night. In some areas, 5 to 10 centimetres of snow may settle with the potential for up to 20 centimetres in some locations, especially over higher ground. Strong winds may lead to some drifting of snow. Rain and snow will then clear eastwards during Friday. So that is going to be the same warning, isn't it? It is indeed. So let's stop sharing there. So yeah, so on a quick live, just a quick catch up of this storm here. We may do another live, possibly what day is it tomorrow? Wednesday already. Wow. Days are going quickly by quick. So that's yeah, we could do another live Wednesday, possibly Thursday, as this system is here really. So potentially either do an update maybe on our Facebook page on Wednesday, and maybe a live on Thursday. But we'll keep you informed through our social media here on YouTube and on Facebook. I'm going to leave that for now because I said it was only just going to be a short, quick catch up of this storm. Gordon has actually, I'm just bringing that up onto the screen right now. Just bear with me a second. I knew there's something else I meant to bring up. So right, the pause there. I meant to bring that up on the screen. So Gordon did actually put a video up on his YouTube earlier this afternoon. If you type in, what do you type in? Storm Chaser Nodrog, you'll find it there. I can't post a link to, actually I might be able to post a link. What am I saying? Well, let me try and post a link onto here, see if the link will actually work. Not sure if the link has worked there, but that's the link to the YouTube channel there. You'll be able to watch that video from Gordon from earlier today. Right, link for now, and we'll keep you posted, see if we'll do a live either tomorrow or Thursday. Thank you very much, so much for watching, and I shall see you the next day or two. Take care, and just watch the ice risk through tomorrow morning. It could get quite dangerous in some spots where the skies do clear after this spell of precipitation comes through overnight. Take care, thanks for watching, and we'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.